if you're here with me, hello, hello. Ah, so nice to have you here. Oh, I'm so excited for today. I'm just going to take a moment to settle in. Bringing all of you into the bathtub with me is a little nerve-wracking, but also just feels like the absolute most perfect way to spend this day. Hello, 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 hi. I'm going to take a moment to just ground in. My energy is all over the place. Middle of the day, middle of the week. But here I am, inside these precious walls of my bathroom. I'm in the tub. I've got warm water up to my hips, which feels really lovely. But for now, I have kept my skin dry so that I can show you how to use the problem solver, the Pendulum Potion. And we're going to do some application, and then we're going to answer some questions, and maybe we'll just hang out a bit and have this time together. So if it's possible for you to be in stillness where you are, or even to turn down the lights, you could turn on a song, make yourself a snack, or I don't know, maybe sneak into your bathtub or shower for a little bit. Perhaps we do this together. Okay. The Pendulum Potion. I have been waiting to talk about this with you for so long, it feels like. The Pendulum Potion was actually the last fully new formula we launched, and that was way back in 2017, so super due for a deep dive. The Pendulum Potion is a cleansing oil, which I will tell you, before I made the Pendulum Potion, I wasn't that big of a fan of cleansing oils. I liked them in terms of how they function, the ability for the oil to bond with all of the debris of the day and in a gentle, nourishing way remove it all is incredibly appealing to me with dry, sensitive skin. But I was looking for something more. I was looking for something that felt amazing, that just, our days are so full, they're so loud, they're so intense sometimes, that when it comes to this space, this sacred area, I want to be bowled over, I want to be delighted, I want to feel it through my every cell. And when I would talk to all of you, you would tell me about your rituals, you would tell me about what you were using. And the conversation would go a little bit like this. I had a really busy day at work. I saw that my package from you arrived. I left it there to open special, and I can't wait to get home and get off on my wake up. I'm just gonna get it off as fast as I can, and then I'm going to dip into this new package from you and go into the care, and maybe I'll do the honey mud or the problem solver or something. So it was rush, just so that you could then stop and pause and be in the treatment. And so I heard you. I heard you say that you rushed through your cleansing. I heard you say that you rushed through your days to get to this space where you could pause. And I thought, what can I offer that will make this shift, this transition between where you were and where you are, feel delicious, feel grounded, feel restorative? And then I made you the Pendulum Potion. It's earthy and smoky and sensual and sexy and just, it's something I want to put my teeth in, that makes me feel like I've got roots that go all the way through the planet and reach out to each of you. It's that profound for me. And I know that's a lot to say about a cleansing oil, but that's what it's here for. If you want to rush through your cleansing and get to the treatments, go for it. But for me, any time out that I get is precious, and it's up to me to make the preciousness profound. And so, if you are at your sink, beginning of the day, end of the day, you're going into your cleansing ritual, you would begin with dry skin. If you had makeup on, sunscreen, all of the stuff, leave it there. The Pendulum Potion will dissolve it away easily. If you're beginning with a clean slate, fresh in the morning, you had a beautiful cleanse or treatment last night, you're waking up just feeling fresh and healthy and good. Either way, begin with dry skin. And then shake your bottle of the Pendulum Potion. This helps to distribute all of the plant goodness that's in there throughout. Some of you asked about the little flecks of dark that you can see within this kind of greenish brownish oil. There's these darker flecks. That is our fresh cacao oleo resin. That is made for us fresh in France. It's so special. It's the same cacao that is in the honey mud. And I mean, it's one of the coolest things that we've ever done in terms of ingredients. This particular oleo resin, it looks like, I'll just have to show you. Or if you go to the Pendulum Potions product page on Lindstrom.com, you can see the whole behind the scenes peek into our kitchen, and you'll want to look. The ingredients are just so pretty in their fresh, raw, natural form. So go feast your eyes. There are no emulsifiers, no surfactants, no foaming agents in the Pendulum Potion. So what that means is that the entire contents of this is straight, pure, gorgeous skin food. Not a single ingredient in there that's just for the function of being able to rinse and remove. So what's important with that is while all of that is skin food, it also doesn't rinse on its own. So the Pendulum Potion is to be paired with a hot, steamy cloth. So I will show you that. And begin. Actually, take a time out with me. I've got too much energy to touch my skin. If you have a moment, whether you're joining me with your face or not, maybe you can join me with your hands. I like to rub my hands together until I feel the heat. A reminder of my own body, my own warmth, my own power. And then shake it out. Just shake it, 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 shake it. Move your head, move your neck. Shake anything that you can and just move it around. If you're standing, you can do this with your whole body. I like to put my feet really firmly into the ground, and then everything else just wiggle, 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 wiggle. You can move your hips, but you just do as much as you can handle. And if you do this for a few minutes, you'll get really tired. That's okay. That's all of the stuff you've been carrying all day. Just shake it, shake it, shake it out. And I know that's loud. Let it go. Okay, that's better. Now, I'm going to rinse my hands, dry them. I've gotten a little steamy, so I'll pat dry myself. And then several pumps in your palm. There we go. Dispense between the palms, press together, and breathe. The base of the Pendulum Potion is the most extraordinary macadamia nut oil you've ever smelled. It's, that scent as just a pure oil. on its own is one of the most glorious things in our lab. So now, with the oils evenly over my hands, I just move it over my face, forehead, cheeks, below the nose, neck, chest. And I want you to leave your eye area open for the moment. If you are wearing eye makeup, especially, leave your eyes bare and just massage the oils over your dry skin. If you are wearing sunscreen, if you are wearing foundation, whatever you have, the oils are going to bond with that and cling together. So skip your eyes for now. If it's morning or you're not wearing makeup, I would skip them anyway. Start with just cleansing the face. So you've got it throughout. You're not doing a major massage here because you have debris on your skin. You don't need to rub that into your pores. You just want to bond the heat of your skin, which also is woken with the breath in this time. That will bond with all of the environmental contaminants, the pollution in the air, fog, smog, smoke, dirt, and then of course, whatever you've put onto your skin. From there, find yourself a soft cloth. It can just be, this is just a standard hand towel. It can be a washcloth, whatever you have available to you. If you have our original face cloths, use those. For those of you following along, you know that I'm working to bring an even better version, which probably won't be ready anytime soon. So for now, face cloth. This big hand towel seems huge. That's okay, because I'm going to show you how not to use this like you would normally use a face cloth. So fill it up. I've just dumped it right into my tub water. If you were at the sink, you could fill your basin with warm water. If you have water that takes forever to heat up, you don't need to pour all of the earth's water down your drain. Instead, boil a pot of water. You can make yourself a pot of tea while you're at it is really nice, but I like to just fill a bowl with warm water, or you can take your teapot right to your basin, put the stopper in your sink, clean sink, and then fill with hot water. Then you can just dunk your hot cloth into the water and you won't waste so much. So really important, oils to the skin, then soft cloth, fully saturated with warm water, give it a squeeze. You want it to retain the heat, but not be sopping wet. So now I'm gonna fold it. I want it to be about a face size towel. So this is now full of hot, warm, soaking wet water. Put this over your face. And press. And breathe. The neck. And if you'll see, I did no rubbing, no scrubbing. This is important. The idea is that the steam just bonds the oils and the pollutants together, and then you can really gently sweep it away. And again, if you had eye makeup, for now, skip the area around your eyes and clean your facial skin. Do it around your nose. And again, 1 or 2 swipes at most over the skin. That way you're not overstimulating. You're just sweeping it away. Okay, that's it. If you had eye makeup on, you would then go back, shake, and do it again. This time, beginning with the eye area, where the rest of the skin is clean. Just the eyes. real gentle, until you can feel any makeup dissolve away. And if you're not wearing eye makeup, skip this part. Keep your eyes closed. Saturate the corner of your towel. Squeeze. Hold. And wipe away. Press. And wipe away. That's it. If you notice any additional eye makeup around, you can use the little corner, you can use a little cotton swab. In general, some of you asked if you can use cotton pads or the cloth reusable pads for this area. Yes to cloth if you need to, only for the eye area. But otherwise, I would say no wipes, no little cotton pads, none of those cotton rounds. It's too much friction. So if you don't have the ability to do this with a hot cloth and you're wearing makeup, I recommend choosing something else. If you're going to use the Pendulum Potion to remove makeup, the heat, the steam, the cloth are all part of it. So embrace that part and make it feel the most delicious that you can. That's where the bath, that's where the nice smells, that's where the candles, that's where all of this comes in. Either way, we have to take off the day, and it's up to us what that feels like. If you had no makeup on, if this was the morning that you just saw, just oils, 1 sweep, 2 sweep, then I would do a final rinse. Always anytime after using a face cloth or anything that's not your hands on your face. I like to finish with additional splashing with water. In time with your hands. And it's in this space where skin is soft and warm and opened up and slippery, where you can begin to really feel where your areas of congestion are, where any uneven spots or rough textures, oiliness. You can start to have a relationship with your fingertips when they can feel that. So as an experiment, if you can, join me. Close your eyes and real gently just trace your fingertips over your forehead, your cheeks, your neck, your chest. And notice if you can feel any difference on your fingertips between those areas. For me, when I go along this jawline, it goes smooth, 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 and then I hit, oh, there's a little spot that I feel inclined to poke at. There's a little spot I feel inclined to poke at. There's a little spot I feel inclined to poke at. So when I notice that, I just make note. Because from here, either tonight or tomorrow, I'll do a treatment with the clean dirt and it'll get those spots. Or I'll notice that up here, what I really need is the problem solver. And so I'll mentally make note of that. What you're doing is a temperature check, really. It's just the cleansing step is not about rushing through so that you can get to your treatments and your oils and all the delicious things. The cleansing step is about the reset from your day to the now and then into the skin so you can go, hey honey, what do you need? And you just check in and you listen, and over time you start to notice what the listening sounds like for you, feels like for you, and you know what to treat next. Okay, so if that was my morning face, I'd be all done. I would just final rinse, and I'd go right into the blue cocoon, the youth dew, the jasmine garden, and I'd get on with my day. But some of you asked if there's other blends and mixes that you can do to get more out of the Pendulum Potion. Yes. And I'm going to show you a couple of them. I'm going to begin again with dry skin. And also, this towel is just for you. I never put towels on my face. Towels to the face is just a delivery system of bacteria into your skin at its most open and vulnerable. So personally, I think towels are pretty gross. This is fresh out of the washer, and I'm putting it on a clean face. This won't hang out in my bathroom. Okay. someone asked if you want to remove your makeup, but you're also planning on using the clean dirt. Should you do the Pendulum Potion, wipe the day away, then go in with the treatment with the clean dirt? Or can you go in with the Pendulum Potion and then put the clean dirt right over the top and have that remove your makeup and everything else? And the answer is that depends too on what kind of makeup do you have on, how much is there to come off. If you are wearing just the tiniest little bit of natural mineral makeup, there's just a touch, a little on the cheeks, maybe a little brow, something like that, no eye makeup, no mascara, all pretty light, then yes, you could go in. I'll show you. Shake, shake, shake into the palm. Distribute over the forehead, cheeks, chin, nose, throat, chest. Okay. If this was just a tiny bit of makeup on my face, it would already be melting away. So this would be essentially gone. So if I don't have to go back to my eyes, I'm good. And then we can take the clean dirt. Also, if you haven't watched this live, this was so much fun, and you have to see how the clean dirt's used in the shower in a full view there. It's my favorite. Okay, so a teaspoon of the clean dirt, water, equal parts. When you're learning, I recommend doing this in a treatment bowl. I'm going to show you here. The clean dirt. Bubbly, fizzy, the best. So if the makeup was really light, I could just take this and go right over the top. The Pendulum Potion is still on. I haven't toweled it off yet. So I could just do the clean dirt right like that, right over the top. Avoiding the eyes. Massage that in. This also just feels really nice when skin is feeling dry or sensitive, or you want that grounding, nourishing reset that the Pendulum Potion offers, but you know you're going in with the clean dirt too. It's a great way to start it. The smell of the Pendulum Potion mixed with the clean dirt might be my very, very favorite of all. The clean dirt smells like Christmas cookies, and the Pendulum Potion smells like a bonfire and s'mores. And the two of them together do something extraordinarily special. So you could leave this for a few minutes while you shower or while you bathe, and then add water, rinse, massage, rinse until clear, and then continue the rubbing as the dead skin falls away. Or you could make it extra fun, and with those two already there, bring in the honey mud. So I like to add the honey mud when I'm seeking additional glow, additional exfoliation, something to work more under the layers. Our salicylic acid is derived from wintergreen. It's the first natural salicylic acid from wintergreen, and it's so special and so cool. I just love what it does. It works inside the pore lining to get rid of debris. So the honey mud paired with, there's the honey mud. The honey mud paired with the Pendulum Potion and the clean dirt gets all the layers of dead skin and all the sensory experience and this incredible glow boost and all the antioxidant protection. Okay. And with every layer, this feels a little different. So as you're beginning to learn the collection and how each of these pieces works both on its own and in companionship with the rest of the family, you're going to see what everything feels like on your skin, both in the moment and in the moments after, and in the days and weeks to come. And it'll begin to be like cooking, where if you cook and you're in your kitchen and you're making a pot of soup, after a while it becomes intuitive. You know when to add a little more spice, when to add a little more salt, when you're needing a little bit of sweetness. And your skin over time can become like this too. When I step into my ritual and I'm touching my skin every day, eyes closed, vantage point of the fingertips, I learn things. I learn what my skin needs. I learn which product to reach for. I learn which frequency. I learn if I should skip a day that I had planned on because it's feeling too intense and really maybe just massage my feet instead. Also, many of you asked if your skin is too sensitive to massage like this. Don't. Just don't. Or massage the areas that feel good. So there are a lot of times, because my skin still leans towards sensitive and leans towards inflammation, rosacea, dermatitis, eczema, that type of condition, I'm careful. I'm prone to overstimulation, and that's part of why the blends are so useful for me. The Pendulum Potion adds such a wonderful cushion to the clean dirt. The Honey Mud adds such a wonderful cushion to the Problem Solver. Learning how to mix and match these to adapt to where your skin is today is so important. And it feels really nice to know that you can care for yourself in this way. The confidence starts to trickle into all kinds of other areas. Look at me, I'm listening. Okay, so I'm feeling really good and soft here. And you'll see most of the granules have moved away. It just turns into this soft, kind of silky mixture. And when I'm talking about feeling your fingertips, if that just sounds like nonsense to you, or you haven't felt that yet, put anything in your fingertips. And you can just go outside, and you can do this even in your yard. You could just run your fingers along a piece of concrete, for example, and then along a countertop, along the back of your cat, along the paw of your puppy. Notice those different textures. And then as you're doing your skincare, notice those textures too. There's texturing naturally in the clean dirt. So feel it. Does it feel like fluffy, puffy mousse? Does it feel like individual grains? What do those grains feel like? And do those grains feel like your skin at all? Does it feel like when you have a clogged pore, or a little rough area, or a little spot coming to a head? Learn to recognize with your fingertips the different sensations and what they come from. Okay, rinse. There's no pretty way to rinse, and especially on camera. You have to get the clean dirt out of your nose. You have to basically blow your nose into whatever you're doing. You're going to get dirt in your ears, in your nose, in your eyes, in your everything. So just lean in. This isn't for anyone but you. And I'm the only one with all of you watching me on the internet in my underwear. So you're not doing that. So go for it. This is not scary. And for me, because I'm here, I can make it easy. Okay, now we're clean. What if there was a pause between our transitions? Just in life. Okay. I am going to first do a quick scan of any of you who left messages here, see if there's anything I shouldn't miss. And there's a lot of messages in here, so I will miss them. And also on that, if you're here live and you're leaving comments or messages, please know I can't see them while I'm talking. And after, when this video saves, I will put it on my page, but none of your comments will be there. None of your interaction that's happening here, all this magical stuff with all of you is here. So please do share, do come back, do leave your comments so that the energy that's here with all of us in this community that we're sharing right now goes out for everyone who's watching the replays too, and they benefit from your comments and your magic and your contribution to us being together. Otherwise, I'm just talking to myself in the bath. Yeah, okay. Are your products available in Canada? Yes, we ship almost everywhere in the world. We ship super fast. Global shipment is through DHL Express. Most packages get to you within a few days of being ordered. So amazing. We have conquered global shipping. It is stressless and fast. Any taxes or duties that are required by your government, if you're outside of the United States, is covered at our cart. So totally stressless. Shop like we're your neighbor. Shop like we're right down the road from you, because it's the same thing. And this way you're getting direct from our kitchen lab. Everything is shipped from where we make it, right when we make it. Birth date stamp on there just for you. Ordering through us, Lindstrom.com, is the best experience shopping you'll ever have. I'm going to make that a promise. And if I break that promise, tell me how I can do better. Okay. I'm not fully understanding this question, but it says, in this case, the clean dirt and the top Pendulum Potion, the vitamin C, and could be the same active. I don't fully understand the question, but all of what I just showed you, the clean dirt, the Pendulum Potion, and the honey mud, you can mix together in any combination. You can play with those ratios, you can play with the order, you can blend them together in your palm, apply them as one. You could layer on one, then the other, then the other. You could do one, you could do none. You can't mess this up unless you're not listening to you. These ingredients aren't going to hurt you. These ingredients are skin food. They are amazing. But if you're too rough, if you're too aggressive, if you're like, oh, it feels so good, let me just do it every day, 5 times a day, of course that's going to be a problem. That's going to be a problem for anything. Same happens if you eat 5 pints of Ben & Jerry's, right? Maybe 1. So, don't overuse, don't overdo it. Actually, the most common problem that we encounter is overuse of products, is kind of over exuberance about using everything because it feels good, because it feels delightful, and because you do one treatment and you notice a difference. These formulas work. You don't have to work that hard at bringing out the best in them. And the spaces in between, on the days where you're being gentler, on the days where you skip a treatment, on the days where you cleanse with just water, on the days where you massage with just the blue cocoon, on the days where you just leave it alone and do absolutely nothing at all, those are important days. Those are the days when I hope you've stopped and you've checked and you've listened and your skin has said, not today, it's time to rest. And on those days, on those rest days, maybe there's a delicious kind of rest, like the Pendulum Potion, where you don't need much. Just a little massage with oils, just a little soft cloth, and then hydrate. The blue cocoon. About this much, still daytime here. I'm going to do the blue cocoon and the youth juice separately this time. Melt to the palms. And just like with the Pendulum Potion, you start by melting over your face, neck, chest, always. Also, for so many of you, who I see using just like the tiniest little rice grain amount of the blue cocoon need a little bit more. Especially if you're going down the neck and you're going into the chest area. And this is important, and not just because you want all of this skin to be equally glowy. And I know you all see it, right? When the face up here is glowy and sparkly and youthful and plump and radiant, and then all of the aging happens from down here where we ignore. We're not hydrating, we're not protecting, we're not using sunscreen, we're not doing any of that. And so this ages at a completely different level. So aesthetically important to take it all the way down. As my friend Caroline Herons would say, take it to the tits, right? So that's really true. But beyond just getting the actual product over these areas is also what's happening under the skin, what's happening with our breath, what's happening with our blood. Look at your hands and look at these bones. These bones right here are so perfectly designed for our hands to just get their little grubbers in there and move along their rib cage, move along all of this area. We're designed to touch. We're designed to massage. So don't skip this area. Keep the flow going all the way. A lot of my clients will have breakouts just here. Everything else will be all nice, but this area is rough. This area breaks out. For those people, two things. One, if you're doing most of your routine at the shower or at the sink, take it to the shower. A lot of times it's a rinsing issue. And I know you all think you rinse really well, but you probably don't. So when you're rinsing over a sink, it's really easy. Actually, I can show you. So when you're rinsing over a sink, you bend over like this, and your head is at the angle where then the water runs off of it. So I watch people wash their face, and this is what I see. You see this. You're making a cup. You're holding this much of your face. Your palm of your hand actually hits where the chin goes and goes like this, and you're keeping all the water up here. And so you get this line of built up product right here that you can't even see. So when you're rinsing, make a conscious effort to rinse all the way down the neck. And rinsing the neck itself. And I bet you can see why that wouldn't work at the sink. So really encouraging thorough rinsing and thinking of this area really from nipples to top of forehead as one zone for the skincare. I want a little bit more moisture, so I'm going to go in with these two. I feel like I have to make like a singing sound every time I put something in my hands because it's what it feels like. I'm 15 years into using most of these products, most of these formulas. We're 10 years in as a company. And I still love how this feels. I still love what it means to come back here and be able to care for my skin in this way. And it wasn't like that. There was decades where it didn't feel good for me to touch my own skin. There was decades where massage didn't feel safe, where trying new products didn't feel safe, where trying even products I'd used for forever didn't feel safe. My skin for a long time was a place of a lot of pain and a lot of insecurity, and both on the inside self-consciousness piece, where I was ashamed of what I looked like, felt like I should have it better together, somehow have solved all these pieces of myself, and sometimes it was physical, sometimes it was my skin was bleeding, or it was rashy, or it was just too sensitive to be available to anyone else, including anyone else's eyes. And so when you watch these videos and when you spend time with me and when you spend time in space with what we do here, I hope you know how personal it is. I hope you know that when I create for you, I have created for me first. And I say that because it matters to me that the choices that I've made in every element of our business, from the formulas themselves to how we source, to how we care for our team, to the language that I use to talk to all of you. You just aren't going to hear, this anti-aging balm will make you look 20. You're just never going to hear that shit from me. And God, I really, really just hope that when you spend time with yourself, that it is honoring the preciousness of you and the preciousness of this time and the preciousness of your skin, because it's all I want to share with you. It's all I want to share with you. You are so worthy and so deserving and so beautiful, and there's so much hope. And whether you have the skin that you have always dreamed of and you are just lavishing yourself with the care and celebration, or whether you are still in a place where you're watching me and going, oh yeah, sure, she says. It's here for you. It's here for you. It's here for you in these quiet moments. It's here for you in these quiet spaces. It's here for you whether you've been using my products for 10 years or whether you never touch them ever. It's here for you. This. Tonight, I invite you, when you go into your care, come back here or call a friend, invite them to join you. What if we did this in community? What if this was our feast? What if this was our dinner table? I love you. Take beautiful, precious care of yourselves. If you're not on the newsletter list, please, please, please get on there. The good things are coming. That's all I'm going to say. Have a beautiful day. I'll see you in stories.